looks like Tyson Fury and Dylan White. That fight's not gonna happen. So forget that. You know, Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight Dylan White. Do you know what I mean? All this shit's going on. We want to see Dean White, aka Baby Ting, aka Lamar Scott versus Shane Fury. Do you know what I mean? And they had a thing going on about a few years ago, didn't they? When Coogan won it, stirring shit up, wasn't it? And what's his name? I remember there's this interview with Dean White, and Coogan sent him like a voice message of Shane Fury saying that he'll fight him anytime. He said he's not scared of Dean White, he'll fight him anytime, innit? And Dean White is like, yeah, you know, he's from a fighting family, you know, but I won't box him, do you know what I mean? I've got a MMA background, wrestling background. You know, in the street I wrestle him, or some bullshit, whatever. So who would win? This is a fight to make, isn't it? Who would win between Dean White, Lamar Scott, he's got so many names. Keep getting mixed up against Shane Fury. Who would win in a fight? I'd say, you know, bare knuckle. It's gotta be Shane Fury, hasn't it? I don't know. You know, I'm guessing it will be because, you know, he's a big guy. He's gypsy in it, so they bare knuckle, don't they? Fight, don't they? They're probably used to that. Probably growing up, he must have had a few bare knuckle fights. You know, he's probably sparred Tyson a few times, isn't he? I'm guessing. So for that bare knuckle, I'd go Shane Fury. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the MMA stuff, I'm guessing that's gonna be a lot more Scott in there. You know, if they're allowed to wrestle and shit like that. You know, but you know, Shane Fury's a big guy, isn't he? He's big in it, so you know, you never know, man. But you know, I'll take Lamar's word for it. You know what I mean? He's the MMA guy, isn't he? He's wrestled a bit, so I'll take him to the MMA fight. He'll probably have more stamina, wouldn't he, as well? Do you know what I mean? And then in the boxing ring, I don't know, man. Boxing's different, isn't it, to bare knuckle, to MMA. So boxing's 50-50, I think. Anyone can win that. Even though, you know, Shane's brother's Tyson, isn't he? So, like I said, he's a fighting man, isn't he? But at the same time, you know, Dean White, Lamar Scott, Baby Ting, you know, he's Dylan White's brother, isn't he? Not real brother, but you know, whatever. So he's, you know, I'm guessing he's, you know, boxed. He seems like a gym lad, doesn't he? So with that, I think that's the ring, because there's rules in there. So, you know, Lamar's probably got he might have a better gas tank, but who's got the most heart? Is it Shane Fury? He might have the most heart. He might be taking shots, but then he eventually wears down Scott and knocks him out. Who knows? But yeah, so I'd like I said, in those three different elements. You know, for bare knuckle, I'd go for Shane Fury, innit? You know what I mean? He's a gypsy, innit? So he's there. Do you know what I mean? So he should win that. If it's like an MMA, then Scott, because he says he's still wrestling and that bullshit. And then if it's boxing, I think that's 50-50. Because you know it's it's controlled, isn't it? Boxing is, you know, it's just your hands, in it, and stamina comes into play in that and shit like that, innit? So Scott's got a chance in that. You know what I mean? So that's 50-50. Who do you guys think would win? Baby Ting versus Shane Fury. We'll say in a boxing match, because I've put three different scenarios. We'll say in a boxing match, who would win in a boxing match? Shane Fury and Baby Ting. I think that's, like I said, it's 50-50. We can pick whoever now, I think. Because we don't know what Shane Fury's about. We don't know what Lamar Scott's about. They're just there to... They're all talkers, aren't they? Really. Do you know what I mean? I know people say, you know, Lamar Scott, you know, he's known around London online, he's done some shit, but who cares? So we're talking about it's the fight here, like who would win. And same with Shane Fury, isn't it? It's just Tyson Fury's brother, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They're both big guys, aren't they? That's what I mean. So we want to see that. Forget Dylan White and Tyson Fury. That fight's not going to happen, is it? So we want to see the real fight. So who do you guys think would win? Leave your comments below.